Greetings, I am Liz.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Let's
do the final showdown together.
Do the final
showdown. I should have expected Deco to be here. I wish we could just wait for him to leave, because I don't really, I understand that Liz has always perceived we're going to have to fight her for her, against her affection for her father, which there is a level of, connection and protectiveness and stuff like that. And her dad is part of her identity, for sure.
I was also going to say her dad, to me, is clearly also someone who abuses her.
Yes.
He manipulates her, he abuses her, whatever else. People can become protective of people who abuse them. I myself have incredibly shoved myself into a corner over people that have abused me, whether it's been past relationships that I've had or whether it's been my parents.
There is also a very important thing of kids are taught that they need to defend their parents and that it's part of their honor and part of their identity, and it takes a long time to try and move away from that, even if your parent is really abusive and using or manipulating or stifling you. Reluctantly, Sue's eyes meet with her father's.
Yes, Dad. I'm sorry, Dad.
You understand.
All I want from you is so very, very little. It's what you'd be doing anyway, really. I just point you in the direction of where. Go back there and keep causing trouble for Funtervention. Or do you really want me to pull back all my support of your little gang? This supports my theory that she wants community and would enjoy community. So that if we're by the way, while we can't give you all the money stuff, we can make you feel like an individual person who's part of something and to support your identity, would be important and valuable to her.
And also, we could do a lot of the games that you clearly love.
Leave you twisting in the wind at the mercy of the Cybercrime Task Force. Is he basically, blackmailing her?
After a fashion, it sounds like it, but I imagine she almost seemed to, really get involved because of her dad. Mm-hmm. Weirdly enough, he sounds like he's basically been, and I apologize, I'm not really sure what other word to use, but he's been grooming her to do what she wants. He's made her into his, basically, attack dog. And going, if you don't do...
Grooming her to do what he wants.
Yes.
Okay, you said what she wants.
Oh, I'm sorry, what he wants. Of course not, Dad. I'm sorry, Dad.
We're assuming Iris didn't know any of this for some reason.
Right.
I think I'm starting to understand the situation. Yeah, you had assumed really hard. I thought this was the situation from the beginning. The writers conveyed it to me.
Really,
but
accurately.
Liz, you are kind of dense sometimes, and that's okay, but you really are. All of your, I have a magic golden tongue that solves all the problems by speaking. You really don't pick up on things very fast sometimes.
Yes.
I think I'm starting to understand the situation. She's under his thumb, but not by choice, and she hates it. Good. Now, then, why haven't you finished the job?
Oh, come on! I almost fucking died thanks to the invading lovely chainsaw turf. If we go back there...
I'm hearing excuses, Sue. Also, we can't decide to interrupt at this point. That was enough information for me. We should come back to the now you can choose to interrupt.
Right.
We've done nothing. Now you have a 25% chance of success for doing nothing? I thought you were made of stronger stuff than that. Some delinquents are chasing you away. Really? I'm going to basically shit on you and say you're not ballsy enough if you won't do this.
Right.
How are you going to eventually inherit my empire if you can't stand up to some school brats? Which you also are?
I want your damn empire.
Pay attention.
Speak up, I said. Quit looking at the floor. A business person holds their shoulders back and stares through people into their very soul. And we lock eyes through the metal grate flooring she's standing on. Her hands go to her hips in an overly confident fashion as she bends over, like a child finding a lucky penny on the sidewalk.
Well. What do you know?
I would wave. I would just wave.
Yeah.
When I'm spotted, I just wave.
Honestly, it actually reminds me. So there was a very short role play that I had with an ex-partner of mine and her husband. But where my character got caught, and because she's a paparazzi, but she was taking pictures because people were trying to get some information of this character, and my character just waved. Hello! And the other character was like, hi?
One of the
It
best...
was really charming and I didn't fail it. Like my friend was like, you know what?
One of the best ways to actually disarm situations where you could otherwise be really awkward is to just be really friendly and act like it's normal.
Yeah.
Like, we follow each other's social cues all the freaking time.
Right.
And if you're like, I'm totally supposed to be there, hey you. And if we also play it like Sue knows we're here and we're on Sue's side, like, you could absolutely, her going, I'm not sure what's happening, but I seems good.
Right.
Like, you can get people to roll with you on so much stuff if you seem like you're going to make it, one, fun, and two, you're comfortable.
Right.
Crap, she spotted us.
Inky, Blinky, we have guests.
She snaps her fingers, a sudden aura of command about her as she's distracted from the verbal beatdown by her father. And goons swarm, flanking us. I mean, do they go running down the stairs?
So they said all of them were upstairs. So...
Yeah, so they ran down the stairs to flank us. We're quickly hustled up the stairs. Careful of my damn shot leg, it saved your leader's life. Well, as quickly as I can manage on crutches. Now's the time to use this moment to my advantage. We would have had way more power in this situation if we would have interjected, going,
yeah.
Hey there! Greetings! As soon as, Iris was like, 25% chance of success.
Yeah, well...
Like, I don't know. I would have loved to cut in, but I am way more ballsy than Liz, I think. All right, to my advantage, and I know just what to say. Deco buddy, long time. We have no guidance here at all.
Nope.
We were supposed to. There will be things you cannot use.
You know what also kills me?
Huh?
You know how she said that, hey, by the way, you can change your personality and then I'll tell you at the end?
We didn't get an assessment.
We haven't gotten an assessment.
She didn't tell us where we were at all.
Nope.
And she's like, close. I'll show you basically who you are. And yeah, we got
nothing. Woo!
Right, interesting. Catching you here and consorting with criminals. It's an odd welcome, Matt, but I'll take it. Your reckoning's at hand, Mr. Nami.
What is the one to be like, I'm confident, hey, what's up? I mean, other than Deco buddy!
It's been, hours? I feel like, honestly, that might be a fun way to try and defuse it and act like we're supposed to be there, but I don't know what tone Liz would be using.
I don't know either.
On the other hand, the other one with love, it's an odd welcome, Matt, but I'll take it. Both, I'm kind of between those only because of the emotions they represent.
Right.
But I feel like coming in with a, hey, Deco buddy. Long time no see.
All right.
Deco, buddy, pal. How's tricks? Gosh, it's been so long. I feel like just this morning you were in my arcade. I love that.
Yes.
That's actually charming. Threatening me. And now here we are. What a coincidence. Deco's face twists into a grotesque blend of anger and fear. I also would finger gun. Hey, Sue. Good to see you. Looking good as always.
Uh-huh.
Empowered as always, All
right.
What in the hell? I can't be seen here. If any record ends up online, I have my phone out, it's fine.
Jeez, Dad, relax. Clyde?
On cue, Clyde steps up from the shadows, their fingers dancing over their phone as they concentrate on the screen. If you are wiping my iris, I will hurt you. Both of them have phones with Iris Assistant apps loaded. We're blocking the outgo data streams. There's should be no verifiable data evidence of this conversation uploaded anywhere until we leave. Unless you're saying we cannot save anything on our phones because you're blocking outgoing data, which doesn't make any sense.
Right.
I can't stop the irises from hearing you, but I can hijack their accounts if you need me, so we can manually wipe their memory. Just say the word. Really?
We'll see. Thanks, Clyde. I'm like, what? A cybercrime. I can therefore do anything. Sometimes I get annoyed where people get really vague, but it's like my problem where I get annoyed that, guess what? We just have magic. We can do magic whenever we want. It's okay.
Any
it's
kind
magic.
And any variety, any flavor. And going the... Iris is the God Machine, literally, and has been the whole game, and she should know whether or not he's capable of wiping her memory, and given that she has seemed so weird and vague about things, and going, yeah, there's just nothing anywhere, it sounds like he might have done it, and the fact that she cannot remember that we met them at Deco's place, so she might not be nearly the God Machine she thinks she is, but that sounds like a really fucking weird backdoor that the other Irises, since they're all in a giant fucking network, wouldn't notice, because he's not wiping all their memories, only individual ones, and they are seemingly living beings.
Yeah.
So, weird as hell.
Thanks, Clyde.
But he could just be posturing, trying to make it sound like this.
Right.
Clyde nods in agreement as I pull out my phone and just take a picture of the two of them together and put it away. Block all the outgoing info you like, that's fine. Back in, out of the spotlight.
Happy now, Dad? You're clear. Quit freaking out.
Eyewitness assessment doesn't ever mean anything, ever.
Nope, not a single damn thing.
As you like.
Not that it matters. My business with this mix scandal, looks you up and down in your comfy hoodie, I hate you, is already concluded. Actually, I came to sell out to you. You know what? Percy gave me a really good idea.
It was awesome, but
It
you
was
know,
so
since you
good.
don't want to listen, that's okay.
It'd be fine if you don't, but I really, I'm happy to do this. Brings daughter in, we're gonna buy the best arcade ever, and I will actually have enough money to sponsor you once he buys me out. Done!
Hey!
I gave you a chance to escape your crumbling little arcade, and you turned me down. If you have no vision, I've nothing further to say to you. Actually, we're not here to talk to you. Interesting that you'd think that we'd track you to here, and then try and talk to you here, when we shouldn't know that you'd be here at all. I came here tonight to have a chat with, wait for it, your daughter. Timing is everything.
Yeah.
With anticipation. Timing is everything. How did you...
Well, you're a resourceful one.
Hey!
Squeaky clean arcade industry titan can't let anyone know about his hooligan daughter, can he? No. So I've had to keep that under wraps. Good work sleuthing it out. I was hoping I'd see you again. You run a great arcade. You treat me and my friends with respect. And you take a bullet from me? Class. That's a class operation there.
See, I totally thought if we
She just wants
approached her
community.
basically equals and treat her with respect, but I also thought that Liz would do that. Liz doesn't seem like a confrontational type or the type not to give people second chances.
Right.
Liz is all about freaking second chances and going, we keep trying. As a family under the seeming family curse, we just keep trying. Everyone keeps trying, and to keep trying, you have to be given a chance.
Absolutely.
I can be totes honest with you when I say I didn't want to ruin your arcade. It rocks. All that snazzy neon, all those great games, all that fun.
All the fried food that was really freaking damn tasty. I have never had mozzarella sticks that good in my life. Oh my god. What kind of breadcrumbs were those even?
I don't want to trash your big moment, but, well...
She cast a sidelong glance at her father.
Didn't exactly have a choice, did I?
Aww.
I didn't want to come back and cause you more trouble after that, so I stayed away, figuring I'd done what I'd had to do and could leave it at that.
But you didn't finish the job. Funtervention still stands. A monument to piss you off, good sir.
I'm so tired of these people talking and eyewitnesses mean jack shit.
I know, right?
I'm like,
Eyewitness does amazing things.
Wow.
Up to and including, hey, I saw some suspicious activity that I know nothing about. We'll send someone to check it out. Literally, you can even be vague of I was way across the street and saw something weird, and they will count eyewitness.
It's actually one of the reasons why sometimes some national committees have had some trouble recently with the recent election when people are reporting basically stupid cases to mess people up.
And one of the really fucking cool things, in my opinion, about everyone having a phone with a camera and everyone being present for things is that you really can't suppress information the way you used to. You don't have eyewitness saying what happened. You have a bunch of people sharing videos from different angles of the same event. So you can literally piece together what happened.
Right.
And it's super freaking cool. And previously, you'd have eyewitness, and then you would have more credible or professional people who could either gaslight, or who could shed doubt on, or who could literally pull strings to cover things up or make things turn in their favor. And if you have the video and sound, and you have several other people who are unrelated to you and don't even know you because they were there too and also pwned out their phone to record something important because it was meaningful to someone's life,
right?
That is it. That is like the anti-control of the system because we all together, like Wikipedia, crowdsource the truth.
Yeah, and it's super
It's freaking
awesome.
cool.
So by the way, guys, y'all have a superpower.
You do.
really do.
You actually have in the palm of your hands with your cool ass or crappy ass phone the ability to capture truth, and it's pretty damn neat.
Yeah.
Not that it matters, I suppose. Nor does this last little ditch effort to save it. I see your game, Mix Scandal. It's as obvious as the sad little strategic move you've made so far to keep your arcades afloat. That first one wasn't mine, so I've only ever had one arcade. Sir, you should get your facts straight. You are disrespecting Francine,
that you
from
murdered.
beyond the grave. And while I think you put her in that grave, I do not think you should disrespect her while she's in it.
Bitch.
Sadly, nothing you say or do will save Fontervention from my inevitable takeover. Dude, you don't sound like you actually have much of an empire. You sound like you are local to this one small city.
I know, you're very tiny, actually.
Like, you actually sound like you are a local tycoon, not an international or national tycoon at all.
Yep.
So I'm going to say, sir, that you really are acting like your britches are a lot bigger than they are, and your jacket's still too short.
Your jacket is terrible. Your style is bad.
Hi. This is simply how the industry works. I want lies to have more sick burns.
Me too.
I really do. And I want sick burns that are funny, sick burns that are loving, because those exist, and sick burns that are balanced, and also ones that are funny. I want lies to have more of a clapback. I want it. All right, now, Sue, take the gasoline. It's time to finish what you started. Oh, we're raising the building now, are we?
Oh, nice.
Lovely. Sue shifts her attention from her father back to me. It's hard to read what she's thinking, but I have to think of something to calm the tension. Juniper, I am silent and I support you!
Yay!
I have thugs standing around. Hi, yeah, I do. Don't you like the leggings? They're really cute. God, where did you get your wrist bangle? It's adorable. Bonding with the other thugs.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Think of something to calm the tension.
I step forward, carefully, with my crutches, my fists clenched around my crutches, ready. But before words escape me, someone is by my side.
You've wrecked Liza's dreams one too many times, Deco. One time too many. And tonight, you're going down. Sue's gonna show you the door, and she's gonna push your face through it.
Juniper.
Hopefully.
Juniper. Whoa.
Seriously?
That was not what I was gonna say or do at all.
If you think you could come here and convince my daughter to turn on me, you're sorely mistaken.
I love the squeak in the voice. Sorely, like, oh my God, darling, what bullshit. It's really cute.
I'm
actually.
also just like, okay, bro, like Juniper, that lacked so much freaking tact based on me and my assessment of things, of going, we were headed in the right direction, but specifically going, we're gonna turn your daughter against you and she's gonna push you out the door when we have almost no actual expressed rapport with the daughter, is ridiculous, because again, that is when you pull up that defensiveness of, I have to defend my own family.
Right.
And, my experience, especially as someone who's, a child. I've had people attack my family when my family was clearly in the wrong when I was a kid, and you feel a need to defend them.
It's true.
Sue knows I'm the only thing standing between her and numerous jail sentences. My power, my money, my presence. She knows I'm the one she can rely on at all times.
Because you put her there.
Additionally, my bro, if you are aiding and abetting, harboring a criminal, suppressing information, you are going to just as much jail as she is, but hers is going to be a lot less because she's a damn minor, and we can argue to have her sentence waived because you, a manipulative adult, coerced and directed her, just so you know, my bro.
By the way,
also, having all that information and dirt on her is a level of blackmail and child abuse that would absolutely get her in counseling as opposed to incarceration.
You
but
honestly
I
don't know,
appreciate
dude.
your confidence.
And also, he could be basically feeding her this to just terrify her, which again is just manipulation.
So, I knew a kid once that had been manipulated by an adult, and I'm not going to go into details because it was rather horrible, where the adult said that because the thing that is happening or that we are doing is happening, we are both being illegal. And so you will go to have just as much legal consequences as I will. And so I have heard of abusers doing that and going not only, and sometimes just even going, you'll be in trouble because you're doing something illegal.
Right.
Going, this is, child abuse is illegal. Well, you're participating in it. And as ridiculous as that may sound as an adult, like, if kids don't know the world, they're like, the law is scary and unknown. And he might not even know that this is true at all or even have that necessarily. He's just holding it over her because people lie to their kids constantly, in my experience, to control them or to try and give them the picture of the world they want them to have, which is control.
I said, and again, aiding and abetting, he'd be the one probably be considered the mastermind behind this.
So I was
going to
say, suppressing and covering, harboring criminals and suppressing their activity is accessory to everything.
Without me, what is she? Just a simple thief with simple friends.
Oh, that is an asshole move. You are insulting her and her ability. A simple thief, not even a good thief. with simple friends. The people she's chosen to hang out with, they're stupid and have no value. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Holy crap, bro. I keep looking at the graffiti on the walls, though, and enjoying it. I just want to say that the tags on the walls, as well as the graffiti characters, are fascinating.
Aren't they cute?
And I kind of love them.
I keep looking at them, too. They're really adorable.
Okay, so I'm just going to put that out there. All right, good job. All right, the ghost monsters exchange glances with each other, frowning and rolling their eyes, but they don't utter a word to move against Deco.
Utter a word or move against Deco.
Or move against Deco. Thank you. They clearly want to pounce, but hold themselves back.
But I understand and support her.
Oh, dear.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate her nefarious talents and nurture them. Oh, and I also put a roof over her head, feed her, and clothe her. I spare no expense.
I'm a good daddy.
What I'm hearing is I own her.
Yeah.
She belongs to me. Let me label the ways in which I have a leash on her, and that she does not have freedom of choice, because I will remove her autonomy if she tries to exercise it. So this is the kind of power imbalance that I have talked about in reference to all kinds of relationships before, not just parent-child relationships. In reference to going, if someone else's name is on the lease and yours is not, even if you pay rent, there is a power imbalance because they could kick you out. If there is an experience where someone else has the job and pays all your expenses, whether it is you are a girlfriend or a housewife or a roommate or whatever, you are a child, you are, a friend, they can, even if it doesn't seem like they would, kick you out at any time for not paying your portion of things. Now, if you're a child, obviously that's not the case. On the other hand, something that so I grew up with kids who would get emancipated sometimes because their parents were such assholes. They would actually seek, legal emancipation and divorce themselves from their parents, okay? Mm-hmm. I grew up in that kind of, poor, challenging environment. And I knew a couple of kids who were legally emancipated at 14 and lived with other people. I didn't ever meet any of them who lived on their own, though I always thought it would be the coolest thing ever if someone did. But I'm really like my own space sometimes. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but it was usually that they would move out to someone else with resources that was less bad than their parent, or that they perceived would be less bad than their parent. Sometimes it was a toxic boyfriend. Whatever. Yep. But the thing is like, there is so much of a level of knowing that people can lord things over your head, including parents that would threaten abandonment if their kid didn't do what they would say, where they're like, you know what, you might as well just leave me at the fire station, because as far as I understand, it is completely legal to abandon your child up to the age, like any time before the age of 18. And so, like, you can give them to the system as a foster child and, suspend your parental responsibility, and it's fully legal. Now, I have heard kids talk horror stories about this in reference to their parents basically threatening of, I could disown you at any time, and disown you doesn't mean just, oh, I'll kick you out on the street. It means I will legally remove myself from your responsibility and put you in the foster care system.
Mm-hmm. Which is really terrible in the U.S.
And again, like, using this kind of power over another person is horrific. She is not able to be anyone that she needs to be if every one of her choices is weighed on whether or not her dad is going to force his hand in reference to her literal survival. It doesn't matter if someone's super pampered, if you know that at any moment you can remove their food and lodging and physical safety. You can collapse the pyramid of support out from under them instantly, and it only takes one day to be genuinely homeless, hungry, and unsafe.
Yep, because that's the kind of situation we live in with capitalism in the U.S. It fucking sucks, but you know what?
And so I find this to be an incredibly serious, dark theme
that
they are dealing with right now. And I am surprised, but also impressed that they went to this level of intensity when we've only very casually been dealing with, basically poverty and sort of depression. Mm-hmm. And, light relationship complexities in reference to Juniper, and I'm sorry for her experience. But you know what? We're going to have to deal with this.
In reference to Juniper or
not
Sue?
To Juniper? No, other themes in the game.
Right.
The other themes in the game in reference to the relationship that Juniper has described, where we have been dismissive of her and she's felt unseen and exhausted by it.
Okay, well, yeah, totally.
So this seems much darker and heavier than all of that.
Which is... In some ways, I feel like it's a little bit like comparing apples to oranges, and people shouldn't necessarily get involved in, because you don't know somebody's pain.
I'm not saying that this is more... I'm not saying this is more intense as far as their pain is concerned. I'm saying thematically, of dealing with themes. That this is if you're going seriousness of themes, dealing with, I'm frustrated with my best friend roommate and it hurts me, is not as dark, in my opinion, as someone is holding my literal life in their hands and blackmailing and threatening me with my safety.
Okay, I can see that. All
Does
right,
that make sense? All
We
right.
are out of time, though, everybody. So if you like what we do, though, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos if you're having a good time with us. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon. We have some links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies. And
it was great playing with you. Bye!